Today's video is going to be around sales training. So just going and taking a look at the sales module. Just click on the tab here that says sales and going over a couple of the key things. So customers, quotes, sales orders, invoice, sales dashboard, and so on. But I think the biggest thing we need to do when creating a sale is we're going to need to create a customer. So by creating a customer is left clicking on this customer button here, and this will take you to the customer card where you can start creating that customer. So type in the company's name, individual's first name, last name, telephone number, fax number. But let's go ahead and look at one I created earlier. So customer express list, that is just below creating a new customer. And if you have a look at the top row, so quotes, sales order, invoices, underneath that is that button's relevant list. So if you're looking at customer return list, invoice list, sales order list, and so on. So you can find the list below those main headings. So we can go ahead and pop into the customer list, and we're just going to go into a company, Apple Corp. This is going to load the customer's details. So Apple Corp, the person that we're going to be speaking to, you can enter in a job title there. Customer type is going to be what type of customer is this person. Is it going to be a trade customer, retail customer, or so on. You can add their phone number. Well, we're going to go ahead and look at the different tabs. So we've got the address information or their address info. If their physical address is the same as their bill to address, you can simply hit copy to, and that'll populate the bill to address there. We have shipping addresses. If you would like to add different shipping addresses, you can do so. A whole list of documents that you have sent to this customer. Customizable fields, different attachments. You can attach and drag in different attachments, or simply just right click on the attachment and drag it over ERP and then into the customer attachment, and as simple as that. Go ahead, double click on it, and there's your attachment. So you can add attachments, different account information, where you can add an account number for this customer, the terms for this customer. So are they on terms of 5-day terms, 7 days, cash on delivery, or due on receipt? You can go and define that there, as well as that membership card numbers. If you choose so, it'll show the outstanding amount for that customer as well. Banking information, so if you're doing EFTs with this customer, bank account name, account number, and so on. As well as that, you can add discounts to the customers. Within this screen, you can see the different types of discounts that this customer has. You can add different products to the discount list by simply clicking on the down arrow. You click on a product, click on the down arrow on your keyboard, and go ahead and either create new product from here or open the list to add to the special price list. So we're going to go add some beer to that. So there we go. That's how you add prices to the price list. Again, you can, products to the price list. Again, you can delete items from here by simply clicking on the product and clicking the X. This will allow you to delete the record. And again, if you would like to know more about the product that's in the special price list or on discounts, simply double click on that and that'll take you back to the product list. So drillable from within the customer card, and you can see what makes up this product, how much is in stock, what's the main information around this product, customer history, supply history, what's gone on where. Let's pop back on. Again, we have full customer history as well, so you can see all the different appointments that was done with this customer, job profits, jobs that were done with them, quotes, repairs, full customer history. So everything you've ever done with this customer, right here. Just pop back out of there. You can look at the customer express list within detail. If you click detail, you can see a little bit more about the customer. As well as that, from within the details screen within the customer list, you can then go see the related customers. So these are going to be individual customers with jobs attached to them. The related customer is going to be your if I can say, your franchises. So like if you've got McDonald's and the different franchises that revolve around those McDonald's as separate entities. So that's the difference between your related customers and your customers. Again, you can simply go back to the Express list from here, just simply click Express, and again drill down into anything you want to. Simply double click and that'll take you back to what makes it up. Again, from within the customer card, you can go ahead and create statements, AR reports, price lists, invoices, sales orders. Simply just click on what you want to do. So within the customer card, I wish to quote this customer. We're going to go ahead and now we can create a quote right from within here. So we can go ahead and drop some product, some batter, 5 of those, and hit save. Quote done. If we now go into the quotes list that we just did now, you can create a new quote from here, or we can go back and view the quotes we've already done in the Quotes Express list. So if we go ahead and click on that, we can see all the different quotes that we've done for different companies. So if we go in here, Acme Rockets, there's that quote we just did for 5 units of batter, and there's the quote. Again, you can copy this to invoice, copy to order, copy to POS, you know, copy quote, copy to smart order, doesn't matter. You can copy straight to invoice from here. Simply just click copy to invoice. Yes, we do. And there you are, invoice done. You can apply the costs to this invoice. If there is any additional costs, you can make payments, create jobs out of this. It's really up to you, but as simple as that. You can add, as well as that, comments and attachments to the invoice, but real simple. Again, within these invoices and quotes, these are completely customizable. So if you want to see different fields or add different fields or move things around, you can do so. Resize them. And again, the moment when you do this, if you exit and go back into it, it saves those settings. If you'd like to add some other options, you can just right click on the bar here, open up the calculator if you need to calculate something, customize the grid so you can add different fields within here. So if you want to see model numbers of products, or the formulas or formula quantities, containers, simply go ahead and tick the categories you want and go ahead and click OK, and those will populate within here. So there are those formula quantities and that contain information. Again, you can just move this around, drag it wherever you want, customize this the way it best suits you. Pop back out of there. Again, we can go ahead and look at the quote list, which is below quotes. So again, all the quotes you've ever done, view them via quotes, converted quotes. So what's been converted, there's that order we just did now that we converted to invoice. So those will be under converted quotes, which quotes have been completed, or you can look at it as all quotes. You can print from here, export from here. Go ahead and click export. You can export to CSV, SLK, really simple, as well as printing it. And with all these lists, so the quote list, customer express list, product express list, all of these types of lists within True ERP are completely customizable. So this customize button here, just simply left click on that, and you can customize this list in which way you want to. So if you want to add these fields, so purchase description, active, on whether it's active or not, system product, you can go ahead and click those options and either save it for this particular user or save it globally throughout the database. Just jump out of there. Sales order pretty much work the same. Your sales order is going to be kind of your middleman from your quote to your invoice. But again, works in the same fashion as a quote or an invoice when dropping in a customer. Let's actually go a step back. If I want to create a sales order or a quote on invoice, you simply click on which one you want to create, and adding a customer name is going to be the first step in sending out the sales order. So what we can do is we can actually even create a new customer from here. Just click on the down arrow and say create new customer. This will take you back to the customer card where you start to input your new customer's information. Or simply just click on the down arrow and open up the list. So we're going to pick a company, double click on that. This customer has exceeded his terms on previous sales orders, and we're just going to drop in a product here. We're going to drop some batter again, and we're going to say do 50 of those. Again, you can allocate barcodes to these products. If they have barcodes attached to them, you would simply just click there, and you could add barcodes for this order. So if you have 1,000 batter products with 1,000 barcodes and you'd like to allocate 50 barcodes to this order, you can do that and select which barcodes you'd like to allocate. Again, that is in a different video, but for all intensive purposes, we're going to go ahead and save this sales order. So there we go. You can create your quote, go into your sales order. From your sales order, you can go into your invoice. You can even do cash sales. So we can do a cash sale by clicking on the cash sale button, popping in a customer, choosing a barcode or a product name, and that customer took 10. It's a cash customer, so would have taken 10 immediately. Choose your payment method, so was it by cash or American Express or so on. Give them a reference number if you want, and you can select the till that it came from. This you can have multiple tills, so you can select which till this cash customer paid from. Then you can go ahead and print or go ahead and save. Another way of doing a cash sale is from your POS system, which is at the top here. Simply left click on it, and this will open up your point of sale, so you can do a cash sale. So you can add some books, some mouse pads, whatever you want, however many products you have and set up. There is a video on POS training. If you would like to know more about your POS, go ahead and watch that video now. But you can simply do this. You can add customers to your so if I would like to invoice a customer for this, I simply just click on the invoice button, and I can select which customer I'd like to invoice now. So I want to invoice this company ABC, and now I have invoiced this company. Done. Real simple. Go ahead and exit that. This will now show in my Invoice Express list, and there's that company, ABC company, that we just did that cash sale for. So when we drill back into the invoice, you can see what was bought, what was ordered, what was shipped. Is there anything on back order? Let's go ahead and pop out of there. If you do create a product, if you do create an invoice with a product that is on back order, let's actually just go create one. Say some of that, 20. This will automatically, when putting in the ordered amount, it will drop into 20 back ordered. If that customer takes 10 immediately, or when they take 10, simply put in shipped, and that'll change the back order amount as well. But we're going to say invoiced for 20, but 20 are on back order, and that is for ABC. Let's go ahead and save that. How we can view our back orders now is from within the Express list by doing it like this. Click on the Express list and click on back orders. That'll open up all the Invoice Express back orders. So there's that back order for quantity of 20. You can go straight back to the invoice list by clicking on invoice list, or you can go into back orders from this button here, back orders. Simply click on that, and it will give you the option to open up back orders for either sales orders or invoices or purchase orders. So you can choose what back orders would you like to view. We're going to go ahead and look at this invoice and say, okay, 10 of these items were shipped. That'll repopulate the back order amount, it'll update the totals. Go ahead and hit save. Once I refresh, this quantity for this back order will change to the correct amount, and if you now go into it, this back order amount will only be 10. So that other 10 was shipped, it has gone out, and that invoice has been paid for. So the last bit of back orders is now 10. So a real easy way of getting around there. Just pop back out of there. As well as that, we have customer returns. So if a customer has done a return on a product, or if you've had a refund, you can do refunds from within here. You can also do a refund within the customer return. So if I click on customer return and I say this customer had a return, select a sale to return, and this customer had this invoice to return. I'm going to go ahead and select that. No. There we go. So this customer selected to return this. We can make this a refund as well. So we can see that's the return. Go ahead and make refund. And there we have refund made from within the customer return. That will be returned. Go ahead and hit save. And there you have it. That's how you do your return and your refunds. So if we look in our customer return list, we can see what sort of returns have we done. Double click on the return, and the one we just created now, you can see that for ABC, that sale number, and this customer return has been turned into a refund. So that'll also let you know over there. This you can print, preview print. So if we go preview, and there we go, you can set this up in any which way you want. You can design your own reports, but you can do a basic return receipt if you choose. Just pop back out of there. Within our sales module, we also have our product express list. So if you want to go ahead and quickly look at all the different products that you have within the product express list, they are available here. We have your sales pipeline, where you can see all the information regards to your sales in a report. Again, right click, you can filter on any fields, you can add filters or filters, and you can customize these filters as well. Again, if you'd like to customize the screen, move things around, resize them, you can do so, and it will save those settings. We can go ahead and look at these in details, and we can go ahead and customize this report if we choose so. So if there's fields you don't want to see or fields you do want to see, simply just add them in and hit OK. So we can see what quotes were done for who, what was the outcome, and a list of or a pipeline of reports that has got to do with your sales. So really handy if you want to see what's going on, how many quotes were done. Go ahead and filter, just right click on what you want to filter on. You can either and filter or filter, exclude filters or partial filters. I'm just going to go ahead and use an and filter, and I'm going to go ahead and preview that. So in my sales pipeline report, I just wish to see the action of a quote being done. So that's the only thing I want to see, and I can select a date range in which I want to see this report. So I'd like to say, okay, I want to see what happened last week. I'm going to go ahead and select those dates. So from the 10th till the 17th, these are all the quotes that were actioned. There's the lead ID, there's the company, and there's the action type that was done with that. So real easy way of getting around there. You can print these, you can export these again, and you can customize them. A great feature within the sales module is the sales dashboard, as well as within marketing you can have your sales dashboard, and as well as in sales. So go ahead and click on the sales dashboard, and this is going to be a snapshot of all the sales that have been done in your business by what employees from when were they done. You can select date ranges to see this. So just a real easy way of seeing a snapshot of the sales in your business. So income over cost of goods sold and the gross profit. So what employee did what, so the fixed assets, lead follow-ups, quotes done, to-dos done, how many cold calls made, how many quotes done, how many demos, as well as that having a look at the customers, so your top 10 customers by price or margin, the mode graph or value, same with the top 10 products. You can see what's moving on your shop floor as well as the salesman, so see who's doing the best and why. Refresh. So that is your sales dashboard. You can go ahead and print invoices from here. You can go ahead and print sales orders. Simply just double click, open up the sales order. You can see what sales orders, what they're made up of, and you can go ahead and print them. When clicking the print option, either in an invoice or a sales order or a quote, it'll give you an array of options here. So I can look at printing this, print the sales order, preview print it, print a picking slip for this, delivery, print a delivery docket, or I can save it as a PDF. I can even email this sales order out. So you have options here. So, okay, jump back out there. With this you have a customer history list button, as well as going into the customer express list and double clicking on a customer and having a look at their history from within the customer card. You can now look at your customer history list as a whole. So we can see now, the moment we start moving down these, we can see what kind of work has been done for these customers. So here has been a repair job for ABC company. There's the repair number, there's the status. We can look at sales orders done, notes, what notes were done with this company. So on an invoice, who did the note and what was it from, as well as at a support log. If you are doing support calls or such things, you can view those from here. So huge amount of history for all your different customers. Let's jump back out of there. We can have a look at printing address labels. You can print address labels for whichever customer you want. We're going to go ahead here and select 4x4 world. Address label, specify the number of labels to be printed for this sales order number. We're going to say 4, hit OK. So for this sales order, we can now simply print address labels if anything is going to need to be shipped to an address. So if I take a step back and how to do that, if you go into your print address label button here, print address label list, select the transaction that you would like to print these labels for. So refunds or invoices, lay-bys, doesn't matter. You can even include back orders, and simply drill into the customer or the invoice or the sales order, see what makes that up. So I can see this sales order, quantity of 55. Is it going to multiple locations? If it is going to multiple locations, I can simply hit address labels and I can choose the amount of address labels that I would like to print for that. So again, if I hit, say I only want to print 5 labels or 55, doesn't matter, it'll print those out for me with this ship to address with the invoice number. Let's go ahead and get out of there. And last but not least, we can have a look at the 2 sales analysis chart as well as the sales reports. So sales analysis chart, this is just going to give you a brief snapshot of the cold calls done, contacts done, first demos done, quotes done, sales orders done, and for what employees over what period of time. So if we go ahead and say 12 to 14, we can see how much work has been done with this employee or all employees, how many cold calls were done, how many contacts were made, demos, and you can see what's going on in your business. Jump back out of there. And finally, the sales reports. simply just click on the sales reports over here. You can get to the sales reports in many ways, so we can go ahead and click on the top here under reports. You can look at all your different reports from here. You can click within the module, whichever module you're in. So if I'm in manufacturing, here's the manufacturing reports here. In sales, here's the sales reports here. Or I can go ahead and click on reports at the bottom here. So many ways of getting into your reports. So go into the reports, and here is going to be all the different types of reports and lists associated within the sales module. So if I want to look at the invoice list, double click, there's my invoice list. Jump back out, I want to go to invoice back orders, double click, there's my invoice back orders and all the information that makes that up. I can show stock, see what's available, what's being shipped, what's being sold. And as well as that, I can look at the different charts available for within my sales module. So if I want to look at a chart, there's my accounts receivable report. I want to look at a P&L, there's my profit and loss report. And these reports can be designed in any which way you want to. There is a video on reports, so if you do wish to, charts. There is a video on charts, so if you do wish to create a chart, I suggest you go ahead and watch that video. But for now, these are all your different charts, and you can design these in whichever way you want to. So there you are. That's your sales module, where to create customers, get some quotes out, turn them into sales orders or an invoice, and running your cash sales if so. Again, you can select your reports from any module, either here within the module, at the bottom, or at the top. So reports over here. So you can choose which reports you'd like to see. So again, that's your sales module. Thanks for watching.